Gee, I'll talk to you this week.
Well, you were injured all year.
What have you done for us to talk to you about all year? I talked to you Tuesday. Don't say you're not talking because I didn't talk to you all year.
You were also injured most of the season, too.
Just relax. Can I go to my family that I have outside? And
You
all
can.
of a sudden now?
Just don't say we didn't talk to you all year.
We just wanted to ask for your perspective on what happened
You're
there.
involved in one of the biggest plays of the game.
Okay.
Thank you, Jew.
I appreciate
That's
your
all.
time, we do.
We won't hold you.
We would have talked to you in the season, but also you were injured.
In the Tampa Bay Bucs' locker room, veteran running back Giovani Bernard and veteran media members had the following exchange.
Tell us what occurred on the punt.
Miscommunication, that's all it was on my part. I take complete fault for that.
Was it a fake?
I don't know. It was complete fault. My fault. That's it.
Is this something the team hasn't practiced
It's
this
all
week?
me. All me. That's something I did wrong, and that's all.
So you
It
weren't
was all
aware?
on me. Yep, number 25 out there, that was me. I was the one that did it.
But were you aware
It
that
was
it was
just
a
me.
fake?
Yeah, I messed up.
I understand that, but I'm just asking if you knew it was
I
coming.
We
messed
just
up.
didn't know if it was a communication
Yeah, I
breakdown.
messed up.
Thanks, Jew.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Bernard took responsibility for a botched fake punt in the Bucs' 34-23 loss to the Bengals, where Joe Burrow had 4 touchdowns.
All of a sudden now?
This was the key, in my view, to the exchange. Bernard started with, "Oh, now you guys want to talk to me?" Only for one reporter to point out they'd talked Tuesday, and Jenna Lane of ESPN to note that Bernard had been on IR and thus not available to the media for much of the season. He then said, "Can I go to my family that I have outside?" And then he eventually answered questions with some form of "I was the one that did it," ignoring what reporters were actually asking about if he knew the call. That's when the Brooklyn Nets' Kevin Durant decided to weigh in. Giovani handled this like a true pro, Katie wrote, adding, "Entitlement in this world has gone to another level. Media believes they are responsible for the popularity of the game. We can survive without spoiled, entitled clickbait media. There are some good people who simply love to cover the sport." Andrew Buchholz would write in response, "Yes, Bernard doesn't actually have to answer media questions, even in cases where media appearances are mandated, typically press conferences but not locker room interviews. The penalty is only a fine, as Durant and his team are aware of, and showing up with a no comment or some version of that can even avoid those financial penalties. Bernard only has played in 5 games this year due to an ankle injury, and thus Jenna Lane could be heard saying you were injured all year. Players who are on IR are not made available to reporters." But if that was the desired outcome for Bernard, there are seemingly ways to do that without going to, "Oh, now you want to talk to me?" Of course, reporters want to offer him the chance to give his perspective on a very crucial play, and his injuries this year meant there weren't opportunities, which, by the way, Bucs head coach Todd Bowles added more to. "He missed the ball," Bowles said. "We needed 1 yard and we had it. We practiced it all week. We just didn't handle the football." When asked if Bernard was aware that the fake punt was called, Bowles said yes, he knew it was coming. Bernard saying that he didn't know a fake punt was called was in direct contradiction to what Bowles said moments prior. This is also part of a larger history of media pushback from Kevin Durant, and it's not particularly surprising that he feels this way given some of his past dust-ups with the media, and in some of those he had a point, although that's frequently been more about exchanges with debate show personalities than reporters in locker rooms. But it is interesting to see him firmly spell out his stance on spoiled, entitled clickbait media, and to claim that media aren't responsible for sports' popularity, and to use this particular incident as an example of being a true pro.